Oh my God. Something broke. What is good, YouTube? In today's video, we're gonna be doing something to the XB that should have been done a long time ago. Now, I've owned this XB for a little over a year now, and to be honest, ever since I got it running, I've had this problem. Now, obviously, as you guys can see, we have these big old 19-inch wheels on the XB. And I've done things here and there to try to fix it, but it's never worked. Now, while I do love the 19-inch performance Tesla Model 3 wheels, they are actually our biggest contributing factor on why we go through axles so much. We have severe axle bind. Now, axle bind is basically the angle the axle goes into your transmission and to the hub. Every time you go lower, your axle moves slightly upwards, giving you axle bind. Now, I've done a 1-inch motor raise, like DIY at home with washers and like spacers and cutting the motor mount, and I figured that out, and I'll show you guys that in just a second. Now, to kind of just show you guys what I did to raise the motor an inch. Now, I have spacers under every single motor mount. So this motor mount bracket, it has about 9 or 10 spacers, which it came up to a little bit under an inch, so like 0.9. On this motor mount over here, I did the exact same thing. I did the same thing with the rear one, and then my transmission mount is a little different. All right, so honestly, to show you the transmission one, it's a little complicated because this one doesn't mount up like all the other ones. You basically have this black bracket that mounts to the transmission, and then that red one, which mounts to the frame of the car. Now, the way I've raised this is on that black bracket, there is the normal hole. I drilled a hole about an inch lower, and then basically just raise the engine up higher and put the bolt through it. It's pretty difficult once it's done, and I need to do like a proper motor raise. So luckily, axle bind is a very common thing in stance cars, and there is ways to get around that. So now I bought these 2 axle ball joint spacers from Lowlife Projects. If you guys don't know who Lowlife Projects is, they make anything and everything for stance cars, custom, whatever. Anything you need, like camber wise, they've probably made it. If not, they'll make it for you. Hit them up on Instagram if you want. Super chill guys, always giving out game. Always. They never gatekeep. They always like super helpful to help out everybody. So I bought these 2 from them. Basically, it should push out our lower control arm where the ball joint mounts up outward, which should just give us a little bit better angle to our axles. Now, hopefully this fixes the axle bind on the XB. It'll also kind of give us like 2 degrees of camber. So we're a big stance car now. Now, other than the ball joint spacers from Lowlife Projects, there's another way we can get around our axle bind. That would obviously be technically raising the car so it's back to factory or closer to factory spec. That way our axles go through less stress. But one other thing we thought is getting different wheels. So luckily, my boy at DMS Quito, if you guys don't know him, go follow his YouTube, go subscribe, go share, go everything, man. That's the homie. He let me borrow his 17-inch wheels that he's got on his RSX because right now his RSX is down. Now, these are the wheels right here. White face, honestly, they look really cool. They're 17-inch compared to the 19-inch Teslas. Technically, with a bigger tire, we will get better traction, and also the angle of the axle will be less aggressive, which should help us out with the axle bind. So we are going to test fit these on to the XB today. And also, I'm kind of getting annoyed of the 19-inch wheels, so if we could switch it up and get some 17s or something, I think that would be sick. Now we're going to test fit the wheels and see how they look. Now, I don't know how they're going to look because I've only ever run 19s on this XB. I did run 17-inch CRV wheels on my very first one, and that wasn't too bad, but these tires are bigger. So let's see if we could get some more blow, more traction. Let's see.
So here is editor Yafet, and I completely didn't notice that my microphone was unplugged, so it recorded no sound during this entire clip, and I am frustrated at myself. So I'm just gonna sound what's sounding right now. Now just taking the wheel off. Now I'm putting the new wheel on, and this thing is pretty light compared to the Tesla wheels. So now we're gonna put the lug nuts back on. We're going to take off the back wheel, and that's it.
So here it is. What do you guys think? Obviously, the car is not lowered yet, so we don't really know how it looks on the ground. We're about to do that now. What do you guys think? that shit is on its nuts, bro. On its nuts. All right, so the main reason I say it's on its nuts, because if you look at the bottom of the wheel, is literally like only a little bit difference than the front lip. So I went on ChatGPT to figure out what the difference was between a 215/45/17 to a 215/35/19. Now technically on the 17s, because the tire or the sidewall is a 45 compared to a 35, obviously it's bigger tire, but with the smaller wheel. Now the biggest difference is that with the 17s all around, I would sit 0.15 lower than on the 19. So technically on 17s, the car would sit lower, but we would have more grip. What do you guys think? Honestly, that might actually work, because then we go lower, which is what we want, but then we also have more grip, more traction. We can rip it. But let's go and install the ball joint extensions on the Teslas and see if it does anything to solve our axle bind. All right, now we have the flash here because it's getting kind of dark. Now on here, the ball joint's actually pretty easy. It's 3 19mm bolts. Now, with these, I'm honestly not sure if I'm gonna have to cut it all. I know that when I put these on my Civic, when I first cambered it, I had to cut a little bit because it's hot as hell. The bugs are eating me. All right, guys, we're back. As you guys saw last clip, we ended it off late at night, the bugs biting my ass. So we're back, and as y'all see, it's not night, and we have a special guest up in this bitch. That boy TMS Motors.
Yes,
that boy TMS Motors. No Civic, no RSX, but he's here to help me with the box. So we're gonna get them extended ball joints on, and hopefully that fixes the axle bind on the XP. Let go. Ooh. Nah, this one it's been like this for like 8 months.
Oh, that's not bad.
Nah. My toe a little off, but that's about it.
This is not sketchy at all.
Nah, it really isn't.
100% safe. Done by
Don't
trained
try
professionals. Don't try this at home.
No cap.
You don't really talk about the Civic on the channel much at all. We gotta do a throwback series, bro. Tell guys.
I would pick it up, bro. If the guy was selling it, I thought about it, but man, it's gone through like 5 owners already, bro.
Yeah, Fat used to have a 8th gen 2-door, a full SI conversion.
Yeah, 8th gen, cambered.
Oh yeah.
That bullshit.
What was it, negative 16 all around, or?
Yeah, 16, man. Good times. Good
Yeah.
times. All right, guys. So basically, all we're gonna do is I bought new ball joint, new tie rod, because the tie rod stripped. So on the new ball joint, we're gonna hammer these out and replace them with the ones that Lowlife Projects comes with. Basically, it's just a longer bolt that'll make up for the space for the spacer. So let's do that. Look good, it look good.
See, the spacer.
All right, so I'm just gonna put this first with these bullshits. Or can I use the OEM ones? Fuck it, I said it.
I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck that third hole, man. I don't need that motherfucker.
I did use the OEM bolts for this part.
You did?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it made sense to use the OEM ones, but I guess not. All right, first adjustment hole. For the other. First hole.
He was like, I'm in between everything.
Honestly, I want to, cause like, bro,
Yeah, that's who I am.
This is me, bro. But it's like, dang, now I'm introduced to some. Well, I'm not even on some fast shit, cause I'm slow as fuck still, but you know. Nah, this is sketch.
Don't try this at home, y'all.
Yeah, all right. So guys, technically, this third hole, you're supposed to shave the little bit of your lower control arm to get this one to fit, because it's supposed to fit like this. But I really don't feel like getting an angle grinder out, so we're gonna try it like this and see if this bitch works.
If it fixes the problem, which it most definitely will. It's like this shit put together by hopes and dreams, gang.
Not even, bro. Aspirations. It's gonna work, bro. Trade it.
Nah, it's gonna work, bro.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? These bolts bend. Yeah, no, that's pretty bad. All right, guys. Moment of truth. Time to lower this shit. I guess you want to lower it.
Yeah! That shit went fast as fuck.
It do look lower, low key.
It do. It's actually like tucking. There's no turn radius.
All right, let me check how much camber we're at. All right, guys. So we measured. It is at 5 degrees of camber, which, if it kind of makes sense, because I have a smaller bolt on the top coilover, which gives me about 1 to 2, and then the bottom, which is like 2 to 3 to 4. So 5 degrees. Now we got to fix the alignment because this shit is actually atrocious. So this wheel looks straight. The steering wheel is to the right, okay? And then this tire is good. This is how this one should look. A little bit angled. But nah, this shit straight as hell. If not, it's towed in. So we gotta fix the alignment, but we're gonna do the other side and then we'll pick back up.
Alright, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie, this shit gonna scrape so much. Bro, we're way lower in the front, bro. Way lower. Look. Oh my goodness. I'm sending it. I'ma go.
And something broke.
Yo.
Ain't even make it out the driveway, bro.
Didn't even make it out the driveway again. Look. This is all. Yo, his axle.
Yeah.
Just
Wait, from the
destroyed.
inside?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Damn.
Y'all ever heard of Transformer?
Alright, YouTube. You guys seen the last clip? That was last night. Unfortunately, we ended up putting the ball joint extension plates, bolted them on perfectly. We even tried to align the car. We go for the first test drive, and as soon as I go out of the driveway, the axle snapped. Now, currently, I have one major guess as to why it snapped. The extension plates are made to fix axle bind. Basically, when you already have a lot of camber and your axle is already at a weird angle, the plate pushes out the bottom of the hub to fix the angle enough to where it won't bind as quick. Now, I only had 1, maybe 2 degrees prior to putting them, so I think I just don't have enough camber to where the plates are just trying to fix the angle and it's not doing enough, and it's actually just causing more stress. I hit up Lowlife Projects. They haven't gotten back to me yet, but hopefully in the next couple videos you guys see a video of us trying to camber the XB. Right now, I really do just want to drive it as much as possible because I want to get the turbo kit on, because that's what all of you guys are waiting for, and trust me, I am too. I cannot wait to hear the, you know, like, bro, turbo sounds on a stance car is gonna be crazy. So we'll figure that out later. That's gonna be it for today's video. What do you guys think? Should we keep the 19s or go down to 17s? Honestly, I like the way the 17s look, and we'll be a little bit lower. Obviously, we got to play around with the ride height, raise it up a little bit, get some tilt, but we can figure that out. Just let me know in the comments below. I appreciate you guys so much. Hit the like, subscribe down below, and we'll be back in the next one. Peace.